Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bottle Street Blues, our Dishonored game here on Restless Barbarian Gaming. I'm your GM, Aloysius, and here with all of my lovely players this week. It's so good to have everybody, and I'm going to have them all introduce themselves in a counterclockwise fashion, starting with Fun Size. I had to think about that in my brain for a second.
Hi, I'm Fun Size. I'm playing Kat, the courier and usual shit starter.
Oh wow, yeah, it's me. Hi, I'm T. And I play Elizaveta, who currently is on a tight deadline. So we'll see if she's able to make her appointments this week.
Hello, I'm Diver. I'm not on camera right now because I'm stuffing my face and nobody wants to watch that. And so I'm playing Caleb and Cersei from time to time when she appears on scene. It's a tag team, or rather, she's his manager. And so basically, hoping to have some fun at the docks tonight, I think, is where we will pick up. And we'll pass it over to Jimmy here.
All right. Everybody switch over to Diver's OnlyFans so you can watch him eat.
Oh, my.
Hey, folks, I'm Q. I'm playing Jimmy Stratton, another courier in town, running my little pedicab in the back streets and alleys of the places where most folk would fear to tread.
Hi, I'm Ned, and I'll be playing Ryder, who lives in the places most folk fear to tread, and is hot-headed Bravo, who hardly ever gets himself in trouble.
Yeah. Well, last we left off, honestly, it was just a bit of catching up with everybody after the whole Fight Club incident. Well, that's what we'll call it. The night at Fight Club. Some people doing well, some people not doing so well. And Caleb got a potential job. No clue what exactly it is currently. He just knows that Roxy from the Dead Eels is interested in talking with him, and anyone else he's able to rope into this situation down at the waterfront to give potential details as to what exactly is going on. And due to personal things going on in Elizaveta's life right now, she's put a hard limit of 2 hours on this ordeal. Otherwise, she's just leaving. And for the sake of ease, we're going to say that they roped in Jimmy along at some point, so everyone's all together.
Right? We can't just be taking jobs for other gangs. So how did you explain it to Jimmy?
That's a phenomenal question. And they can explain that on the ride to the waterfront.
Yeah, I'm happy to give you a ride. How about that?
If you're going to have a conversation with Caleb, it's going to be brief and written down.
Hey.
Caleb says, "I have a job. I need a ride." I'm like,
Right,
Okay.
exactly. Basically, it's Roxy, money, docs, and that's really what you get.
Hey, at least he now has paper and pen.
Yes, he does. He does, thanks to his good friend Kat.
Yes,
Which-
that is a step above the grumbles and groans and
Exactly.
half-assed sign language he had going on before.
Exactly, and also the carving on tabletops.
I do really want to figure out if Cersei was able to tail him and how pissed she is if she saw him.
Yes,
I guess
well,
we will, because our storyteller made that roll, I believe.
Yes, I did make
Yes.
that roll.
Well,
And you
he
will
is
or
dead.
will not find out.
So is Cersei not coming with us?
No, she was
No.
she was explicitly Roxy was specifically said, "Leave that bitch behind. I don't like her." Essentially,
Yeah. So what you get from Caleb is like a stick figure with long hair and an X over it.
Okay. Right. Caleb needs to meet some girl at the docks.
It's a whole Romeo and Juliet setup. There we go.
yeah. The whole job is really just, he just really wanted to rope everyone else into it. Also,
Right.
Okay.
But you all make your way to the waterfront, where you had been at least some of you had been for a previous job when hunting down a specific sculpture that had been stolen. When you arrive, things are looking much more put together than the last time you had been here, and it was more or less just chaos.
This is our section of the docks where the statue was stolen from?
It's this is a more of like a technically Bottle Street doesn't own any part of the docks. They it's a real gray area.
There's negotiations for usage. Gotcha.
Yes. It's a real gray area because Slackjaw uses his official channels as best as possible to take up as much space for you guys on the waterfront, but there are still gray areas for negotiation, especially since the Dead Eels primarily operate off of the Renhaven River. It's like they're not to the level that they were during the Rat Plague, but they can still make people's lives a hard time if they're not, treating them the most kindly.
How are general relations between Bottle Street and Dead Eels?
They're pretty, I wouldn't necessarily say friendly, but they're cordial with each other.
Okay.
They do their best to cooperate as best as they can.
So family at the holidays, got it. And
Yeah.
Grandma's watching.
Yeah, it's like grandma's in the corner and we all gotta play nice because we don't want to make grandma upset.
Who's grandma in this scenario, though?
The city guard.
Yeah, the city watch. The city watch is grandma.
So if Roxy is there, I don't know if anybody else is familiar with who she is. Caleb will point out, literally, Roxy.
Well, yeah, I'd say sort of like looking around. Make me a study I'll say cleverly in this case for reasons.
Okay. Okay, so I got a 2 and an 18.
Okay, so 1 success. I'm
Yep.
assuming.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, and sort of like look around, and you actually like pass over her for a second, because when you like turn back and look at her, she is not dressed at all like how you have seen her previously.
She's in disguise. Yeah.
It looks like she's currently dressed up in like typical just like dockhand attire, unless her more like sailor corsair type outfit that she
Not wearing her
had
Sailor
going on
Moon
previously.
outfit.
Yeah.
today.
She hasn't busted out her wand and yelled moon prism power.
Right, exactly. So what he'll do as soon as he recognizes or clocks her, he, at first he's hesitant, and then he will, extend his finger forward, and be like, and point out point her out to the rest of the coterie. Obviously, it's not precise because it's kind of difficult to tell exactly who he's pointing to, but you all know you're looking for someone named Roxy, thanks to his pen and paper that has been provided to him, and he's pointing to a particular female presenting person.
Okay.
He'll get a slap on the back and lead the
Tell
way.
you over.
Yep.
And he will lead the
All
movement.
right. And like as you walk over, you see her sort of just like setting down a crate along with multiple other crates that look like they're slated to be put on one of the ships. And she turns and says, "Oh, you made it. You brought a little posse too." And
Yeah,
she sort of like,
he'll hold up a piece of paper that says "My gang."
and she sort of like passes, it sort of like does a passover of all of you, and sort of like looks at Caleb and just says, "Why didn't you just say you were with Bottle Street? I know at least 3 of these people have regularly done work with Bottle Street."
He throws up his hands and basically just kind of drops his head and shakes it and shrugs.
Cat's just gonna pat his back and go, "Well, it gets a little murky with Cersei."
Well, let's not rope her into this.
I like you.
But I'll say also, and she'll sort of like look at Caleb and just be like, "Who the fuck is she? Your mom? You don't need her to make decisions for you." But
Caleb's eyes go wide, and then he kind of shifts away, like it shifts his eyes away, and then he's not going to acknowledge that, It's like,
and she sort of like reads that reaction, and she says, "We're not going to unpack that right now, but." So I guess the fact that you're all with Bottle Street means this could either make things easier or more complicated. But I'm sure you're all well aware of what happened after the fights on the other night.
No.
What,
Apparently, I left before the excitement.
Yeah, I was running fairs. Did something go down?
And it's like, "Oh well."
Are you talking about that fight that broke out and people started killing each other in the streets?
And,
body.
and she sort of like points and says, "Yes, that one." And she sort of like looks around and like sees the occasional like dock worker walking by, and she sort of like ushers you ushers you all somewhere where there's just a little less traffic.
All right.
Yeah, there was one person from the Dead Eels and one person from the Hatters who both took a little nightly swim, and I guess they never came up for air.
Kat's just gonna look at her funny and like quirk her head with a what? Because she kind of remembers who Jacob fought.
All right, what's so unusual about that?
Well, aside from the fact that it happened at a let's call it a sanctioned event with multiple gangs, some of which who don't really get along with each other, all agreeing for the sake of this, put it aside, and then two of the gangs who hate each other the most end up dead in the Ren Haven. Not a good look, to say the least.
Well, it's kind of expected. I mean,
Yeah, you like the least.
y'all really do hate
that.
that.
Yeah, aside from the fact that now the City Watch is swarming all over the Hound Pits, on top of the fact that this feud has sparked up after it had died down over the past few years, because the Dead Eels think that the Hatter killed their guy, and the Hatters think the Dead Eel killed their guy.
Which two died?
How?
They were... And he sort of like looks at you and you're like, I do remember you actually. The two that your friend beat the ever-living snot out of.
She's just gonna look
I'm
at
sure
her.
they didn't just fall in. Maybe they. I mean, I've seen guys after a fight that look perfectly fine, and then like an hour later they just.
And she sort of like points at you, Ryder, and says, "That is a very good question, and part of why I called Mr. Tall, Dark, and Silent over there, along with all of you, is I want to get to the bottom of this, because I don't think that these two morons killed each other, but it certainly looks that way. And also, as far as the gang's concerned, that's what happened. But I don't believe that. And I would like to prevent this from getting overly out of hand by finding out who actually did this."
What is our gang's relationship with the Hatters as opposed to the Dead? You said we'd have like a cordial one with the Dead Eels, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is it with the Hatters?
I was like, the Hatters is also on the more cordial side. Bottle Street's pretty neutral with the both of them for the most part, and they don't have to deal with the Hatters as much as they do with the Dead Eels, since the Dead Eels, work out of the waterfront and the Ren Haven and all that. So it's good to stay on good terms with them, but the Hatters is their relationship is more just like, you stay out of our hair, we'll stay out of your hair, where possible.
What was the first one that we met with last season? What was the name?
I was if you're talking about the group with the witches. Oh no, before that,
Yeah.
that was the Six Ways gang.
6 ways. Okay.
That's the one that your
Yeah.
the one that your brother is currently in charge of.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, well, if the Battle 6th Street, what I already forgot. Our name, it left my brain. If our gang is already having a pretty neutral relationship anyways with both of these different gangs, then it makes sense for that neutral party to be the one to give information on whether or not someone actually did do something dirty or if it was an outside party. It's more believable.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. Hence why I thought that this little revelation could make things go much smoother or much messier, depending on how people are feeling about it and how things go.
But can I ask why you didn't send this request in through official channels?
Quite frankly,
Caleb is going to nudge Elizaveta and go, like, I'm official channels.
Of course, Caleb. I just mean like our direct reports, essentially.
Quite frankly, I didn't know who to trust. So
Caleb
I didn't-
smiles because that means him. You trust
I
him.
I didn't know that if going through more official channels, i.e. the higher ups and lieutenants and leaders of the various gangs, I don't know who, if anyone, was in on what happened. For all I know, this could have been a very deliberate strategic move to take out a couple rival gangs while they're admittedly not at their best.
I mean, it does seem like the sort of thing someone would do, right? Because how do two people kill each other at the same time and then fall into the river? I suppose they could have fallen in while fighting, but then, there's always going to be the arguments of who started the fight, and each side's going to say the other side started it, and that's going to bring tensions up, and we don't need any of that. So
Exactly.
let's let us look around. We'll get back to you. We'll keep it on the down low. I'm pretty sure that our higher ups would want us to tamp this down as best we can.
I'd appreciate that.
Jacob
if you-
was a bit pissed when he heard the news this morning.
I bet. And if it would make you all more comfortable, I can take this through more official channels.
I mean, I think maybe just even if it goes to Jacob, I feel like maybe that's at least good enough.
I'll take care of our side.
Yeah, because when we
Alright.
see him, we're not gonna, we're not gonna not tell him what we're up to.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah.
So you want to tell him what's up, and then just, I guess, get him in contact with me, and we can go about making this more official, if you prefer.
Maybe we keep it unofficial, just at this point. Officially unofficial?
Officially unofficial. I like that.
All right, this is getting a little.
We're just a bunch of friends doing you a favor.
I mean, if
money,
it-
of course.
Honestly, since this meeting took less than the 2 hours. Yeah. Actually, I'm fine with that, I think.
Just like, yeah, I'm super okay with that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you still got time left? We could go for some clam soup or something.
I mean, I think that how much time has passed right now? Like, did it take us the
like
better
10
part of an
minutes.
hour?
I would say all this together, probably
20 minutes. 20 minutes.
I would say like half an hour, maybe.
Okay. How far is the hound pits from here?
Hound pits from here. That is a phenomenal question.
Which
Give
we
me
were all
one-
told to stay out of.
Like, give me one moment. Do. Just have the elevator music playing. It's fine.
I think Elizabeth will say, I think that with a little bit of time that we have remaining, it might be a good idea, if not to go in because there might still be a little heat on the place, just kind of surveying the surrounding area of the hound pit to kind of get an idea of the watchman presence, because we're gonna have to go there essentially at some point, whether that's by sneaking or whatever, but that's where the bodies were.
Cat's gonna look over at you, Elizabeth, and go, "You want to climb a building with me?"
You know, I was going to say no, but I technically could now. So
Yeah. From here, it's a bit of a distance if you're going over land, especially since it's technically on the opposite side of the river from where you
what
guys are
happens if
at.
we go by broom?
By broom, probably even slower. But if you were to take a skiff or something, then it would. I'd say it would still be putting you under your 2-hour time frame if you were attempting to go now, but that's up to you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
There's a couple of ferries that'll take us across for the right price.
yeah. Maybe we check that out first and then just kind of get our bearings on what the situation is around there. And then we can make a game plan afterwards.
Yes, I would say I don't know how well this will show up, but the docks are like right here, and then the hound pits are way over down in this corner over here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And so essentially, we have to leave like right now.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Because I have an hour and a half.
You got some place to be? You got a date?
I have things to take care of tonight. Yes.
All right. Well, you got to dip out. That's all right. We can take care of things and fill you in.
So you've got me for an hour and a half, but then after that, I'll need to head back. So if we go now, I think we should be able to make it out there and get back in time. Plus, I think it's probably the best place for us to start.
Perhaps somewhere. Do we have a skiff that we can use here?
And Roxy was about to dramatically sort of just gesture to the docks in general, but she's like, I can hook you up with one of ours. And she, as she starts walking, she sort of just like gestures back to all of you and says, "Have any of you operated a skiff before?"
No,
But I rolled to see if I have.
Cat's gonna look at her and
In
go,
fact, I want to
"It's
say yes, but I want
been
to
a
know
few
how
years."
badly or good.
Can I?
What would be the skiff operation role?
Right?
Yeah.
Can I fit my cab on a skiff?
No. Well, It might be cramped, but
I don't really feel like
it would take up most of the space on the skiff.
We're doing this wrong. The real question is, can your cab float?
Granted, 3 people could sit in it
Honestly,
while it's in the boat, but
I do think I could imagine it, but I don't know how well. So what if the cat and Elizabeth together helped each other break this skip so we can arrive in one piece? Each of us our own individual one piece, not some horrible,
not some horrible nightmare
crash.
abomination.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's sort of like, good enough, I think. Just bring the skiff back in mostly one piece, 2 at most, preferably.
Incredibly generous. It's just what
And
We need
butter.
to get a
Cat?
truck probably to bring it back in 2 pieces. Maybe a bigger boat.
can
I mean,
Kat
I think if we
try
all
and
pull one piece
find-
and Caleb pulls the other, it'll be okay.
Yes, Kat?
Can she try and find Jowen, her doc contact?
Yeah, of course.
Because she wants to see if they have any little orphaned children who are willing to do a task for money,
Oh, okay.
running around or hanging around.
Yeah, that is fair. It is Dunwall. There are unfortunately orphan children.
Kat was one of them
out
at
and
one
about.
point, so she understands.
Everywhere. yeah.
It's less of an issue than it was, but it is still an issue.
Hey, Kat tries to take them in and then get them jobs. She does not catch to keep; she catches to releases.
Yeah.
Clip their ear and send them back.
It's like I just pick them up off the street and then put them in the workforce, obviously.
Exactly. They can at least make their own money to eat.
Okay, so looking for. Okay, you find Joanne and it's like, so what brings you down here
Oh,
or up here? I guess.
bullshit. And I'm just letting you know I survived my last encounter.
Well, that's good to know.
I know you'd be very, very sad not to see my ass down here.
It would be a little more boring, that's for sure.
She's gonna dig in her pocket for some money, and she's gonna hand it over and not release it yet, but she's like, find a little one who wants some money and have them tell Jacob last night there was a fight, and then she'll release it. He'll understand.
Okay.
Have fun. And she's gonna kind of give him a little 2-finger wave and walk towards the skip.
Sort of just gives you a nod and then goes back about his business. And Roxy leads you all to a skiff. It looks like it should be able to fit all of you cramped. It will not be comfortable, but all of you will fit on it.
Now, what would that role be if we were left to our own devices?
I'm gonna pedal my ass over. I'll see you guys when I get there. I'm not riding. I am not leaving my cab here for hours at a time, and I don't really want to squeeze into the boat with people who don't know how to use it.
That is fair. So Jimmy says, "Deuces, I'm out of here. See you eventually, maybe," and heads off. And the rest of you, the motley crew,
Caleb leaves from the skiff.
yeah, get into the skiff, and this is a phenomenal question. I'd say, depending on how you want to go about this, probably tinker and then either carefully or cleverly.
Caleb steps forward.
Caleb's like, and I raise you, tinker boldly.
No. He's just like, you know, and like he knows what he's doing.
Cat's gonna wave him over if he's that confident.
I did roll 2 2s.
Oh, well,
I see how
Hold
it
on.
is. Okay.
Elizabeth like, just sit your ass down.
Well, I would have.
I like walking up and Elizabeth just starts pushing something.
I would have made 2 successes, except for that 1 10. I got a 1 and a 10, and my pool would have been 9.
It appears that there's other people who already know better, so Caleb's just going to step back. Like,
Like
I'll say, well, the group effort between Kat and Elizaveta, we'll say you guys get 2 momentum for that.
Yay!
And I say, Kat, this isn't your typical vehicle that you're used to doing, but you're like, it's the same general concept. And Elizaveta, you're just knocking some rust off. So the 2 of you sort of just pick up the slack where the other is sort of lagging a little bit, and you get the skiff going, and Roxy sort of just waves you off from the docks, and like goes back.
We didn't embarrass ourselves as we pulled off. Like crash it as soon as we move.
Yeah, I'll say stop looking for 2 seconds and then just crash it into a wooden post
Explosion.
sticking out of the water.
Do a little steamboat willy whistle and head on down the river.
All right, you head on down the Wrenhaven, basically heading to the exact opposite corner of the river from where you are currently. And eventually you see, sort of somewhat off in the distance, the Hound Pits pub. And you do notice that there is already what appears it to be another skiff sort of docked by the bank, where the sort of like back of the Hound Pit sort of leads up to, and you see sort of like a few people moving out like to and fro out back behind the Hound Pits. It's not like strange that you're, going down the river. There's like a little traffic here and there, but pulling right up to the Hound Pits would catch notice of whoever that may be that is currently there.
Does it have any colors on it, or like any emblems or something that we can see? Of like a different gang or something like that?
Yeah, you're sort of looking at the skiff from this distance, and it looks pretty generic. It's just like that sort of like cold steel gray that's pretty typical of skiffs. It doesn't look like it has any emblems of any kind or anything signifying gang affiliation or otherwise, which leads you more to believe that it is either a civilian's private skiff or it is the City Watch.
My bet's City Watch.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps we maybe pull up somewhere a little bit away and then wrap around on foot.
I'm gonna take a little bit of extra time on the way and not try to meet them there exactly when they get there, and lean into my City of Whispers talent.
Okay.
To sort of try to get an idea of what's the word on the street about the fight between these two guys and what happened. So
Okay.
don't worry too much about me while you guys do that. I will show up at some point.
Sounds
He
good.
went to the store to get milk and cigarettes, and he never came
He
back.
never came back.
It never came back.
Never came back. This is why we have abandonment issues.
So,
And then he
we'll throw a couple
reappears.
chaos,
And then he reappears randomly 15 years later, and then just fucks you up mentally for just coming back after
like,
so
I
long.
found out what happened. So yeah, we'll throw a couple of chaos to the GM to pick up some rumors on the way. So
Okay.
we can figure that out later.
Sounds good. I will be sure to get you some rumors. Then I will throw that chaos into the pool. All right. So, all of you, well, the rest of you, I should say, you're planning on banking the skiff, a little ways away. Is that the plan?
Hopefully
Alright.
not someplace where it's going to get yoinked.
That's fair. This is still a relatively abandoned part of the city. It's not one of the places that has recovered the best since the Rat Plague, and it's also not one of the places that are due for immediate renovations. A lot of the current effort is going towards the flooded district currently, as that is the biggest workforce effort. So, mainly what you'll get around this area are squatters who are unlikely to just steal a skiff if they're settled down where they are, but you can't discount it entirely.
I think just leave it here, but we can always find them later if somebody steals the skiff.
Sort of like pull up onto the bank. There's it. It's sort of like where you park. You see, sort of like immediately is a sort of abandoned, sort of like apartment buildings, essentially, as what's immediately in front of you when you pull up the boat. And then the Hound Pits are sort of like a little ways down east of where you are currently. It's a pretty simple matter of just once you get to the road, just following it, and you will get there. is. Not a lot of cover, just openly walking down the street, but you could try and sort of like weave through the buildings if you wanted to try and draw less attention, but either way is up to you.
How much attention would scaling a building and trying to hopscotch over?
That depends on how careful you are about it.
And how loud you
What if we
scream and
just-
fall.
I like my pool. I'm not confident on my dice rolls.
Maybe just act casual. Like we're just out for a midnight stroll. Or what time is it anyway?
Daylight stroll, yeah.
Yeah.
Daylight stroll.
What time is it? It's like early to mid-afternoon. So, Kat, would you like to scale a building?
Yes.
Okay.
In broad daylight.
And would free running work with this?
That would absolutely apply, yes. So you can give me move and then either carefully or cleverly
I think I'm going to
to
go with
avoid
carefully.
drawing attention.
If you do draw attention, then we've got the rest of us have a distraction. So either way, it's good.
So my target is 6, and I got a 6. 11. I got a 6 and a 20, so I got 1 success.
And
One
publication.
success.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Okay.
I said,
The
I
three of you go,
like the
"Oh."
pool. I don't like the dice.
Yeah. Yeah, and you pretty effortlessly scale this building. It's about like 3 stories tall, and sort of like just as you reach the top, you as you're sort of like stepping up, part of the like edge of the rooftop, just from lack of care, just sort of like cracks and then like falls off, and a large piece of debris sort of just like falls backwards and hits the street with a loud that resonates throughout the entire street.
So that was a move quietly.
That was a move
carefully.
carefully.
Move carefully.
I would accept quietly if you were going more of a stealthy
That's what-
approach, but for like free climbing, I'd say either carefully or cleverly for that.
So I got 1 success for either of those.
Okay.
So Caleb, seeing Kat scale the building, will follow quietly if he can, and upon that happening, I don't know if you're in any danger of slipping or anything, but he would reach out and grab you to make sure you don't fall, because he's like right there. And so like he's like a big cat in some ways. He's he's much more quiet than you might expect him to be for someone of his size. And so he'll be right there, ready to catch her if for some reason that should go not well.
She looks pretty solid. Like the bit crumbles basically as soon as she's entirely on the top, and it's just like where the weight of her foot was just caused it to break off and then fall down onto the street. But Kat herself looks like she's fine up on top of the roof.
So he's going to stay back, but would reach out one of those big long arms of his and make sure that she doesn't take a tumble. But it looks like she's fine. So he'll be right there. If you happen to turn around, and the reason he's right there is because Kat was nice to him, and gave him a bath the other day. So basically, he's like, okay, like I'll go with you, type of thing.
It's the little things in life.
It is the little things for him. Yeah. So because the
Like
little
feed a
things are
puppy
big.
and they follow you everywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, he's just kind of like that. So basically, he will be right there, unexpectedly, perhaps, because he moves much quieter than you'd expect him to move. So, yeah, definitely more of a stalk, hunter type of, person though. Big cat is kind of like how I think of him. So yeah.
She'll kind of like give him a good pat and a head nod as he gets up. Thank you.
So,
All right.
it's
So the two of you are now on top of this apartment building. Elizaveta and Ryder. They have scaled this building and have also caused a large piece of debris to fall down onto the street and reverberate all ways down the street.
Yeah,
So
I'm like
what's the
not gonna
anybody
go that
coming?
way.
All right. So, what is your guys' plan of attack?
Do we see? Can we actually see the hound pit from here, or are we too far away?
From here, I'd say you would just barely be able to make it out. You would technically be able to see the building, but you would be able to like just barely see the sort of like hanging sign in front of the actual pub itself.
Okay, I'm just trying to see if there's any activity from the noise.
All right, make me a study study carefully.
Okay, literally my worst total. Which
I'm
is
sorry to
8,
hear
but
that.
I still get the 4 and the 19, so I get 1 success.
Okay, 1 success. That's still not bad. And you are sort of like keeping an eye out down that way, and you see what appears to be 2 City Watch members starting to round the corner, sort of like just from behind the pub at the end of the street itself, and are sort of like rounding and about to start heading in the direction of where you guys are right now.
So, is there a way we can kind of go around the back roads and kind of circle around them?
You'd probably have to weave less like around buildings and more just through them.
Well, is there
Unless,
anywhere to like duck out of sight at least?
yes, there are like various like spaces between like a few of the buildings that you could sort of just, like dive into to like get out of sight really quickly if you so chose to do that.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of hoping to get to the place while they're preoccupied. And going through the buildings makes sense, because you mentioned that they're pretty much most of them abandoned. We could probably just walk straight through.
Okay, yeah, let's try it then.
Mhm.
All right, I want both of you to move quietly for me.
Well, for some reason, I can get luck. I'm better at this. Woohoo! That's 3 successes.
Oh, damn, you are a ghost.
Yes. I rolled a 1 and a 6, and my total is 11, so.
Elizaveta looks around. It's like he's gone.
I did not get that at all. I did not pass. Did
Do you not get
pass.
it? Did you not get any successes?
No, I did not.
Yeah. Elizaveta, which
Excellent, you'll keep
shoes are you
distracted.
wearing right now?
I think it was like regular boots.
Okay. I was
Oh,
gonna
you
do
thought I was
something.
in high heels.
Yeah, I didn't think high. I didn't think
Not this
high.
time.
I say I didn't think
This
high heels
time.
specifically, but I was thinking something dramatic
have a track.
involving heels.
Listen, I
Um,
know I have a track record, but Elizabeth was like, I don't give a fuck about that.
You're like, I don't care. I love myself. And so in that case, Ryder, you just vanish entirely into the nearest building, and Elizaveta, you
Lose him
Bring down the building.
yes, Elizaveta brings down the house, and
from walking into a building. Oh.
crazy.
It's
But-
like one of those where you accidentally knocked over one thing, which knocks over another thing, which knocks over another thing, brings the whole thing
But
down.
then is that my fault, or should you take care of this condemned home?
it's like and you sort of like turn and you see the briefest glimpse of him vanish into this building, and you try to quickly go and follow him, but you manage to, in the process of sort of quickly trying to follow after him, you find yourself tripping over that piece of debris that the cat had knocked off of the roof, and end up falling.
Okay. Do I hear hustling now behind me?
I would say you hear like voices talking really quickly. You can't make out what exactly they're saying, but you do hear the sounds of sort of like hoofing footsteps at this point.
Okay, I quickly crawl in, get out of the doorway. Is there like a window where I can see the top of the building that Kat and Caleb originally used?
Yes. I would say yes.
I'm gonna use blank.
Okay. You sort of look over, and you can still see. It looks like Kat and Caleb haven't like quite continued moving on just yet. So you can sort of see them at the edge, like they're getting ready to start progressing. And with this ability that you're still getting used to, but you've done a little practicing with it in your home
Not
lab.
going somewhere up high where I could fall and crack my head open.
Yes, but you just sort of tap into that sort of strange, humming sensation that your arm gives off whenever you've tapped into it, and you vanish from where you are currently, and Kat and Caleb, you see Elizaveta just appear out of thin air, essentially, right in front of you.
Okay. All right. It worked. That's good. But we should go. There are guards coming.
Yeah, I figured. And Kat's just gonna categorize that away.
Yeah.
We don't have time for questions, so you know.
You're like, stow that shit away for later. I don't have time to deal with it.
Yeah. Kat does not have time to sit on Elizabeth and go, okay, talk.
You're like, what in the void was that?
You'll never make me talk.
Okay, so
Keeping away from where the line of sight from the window is immediately.
and I'll say, Ryder, once again, you're like a ghost. You're
Yeah.
like quickly bobbing and weaving, basically like diving through windows from building to building. Silent as a rat, and are just progressing towards the hound pits. Meanwhile, the group on top of the apartment building, I'm going to need I'm going to need move carefully or cleverly rolls to start free running across this building.
I got a 1 and a 12. So I got the 12 doesn't, I don't think, make it. But the 1. I
Yep, that's a
imagine
crit.
does.
That
Yeah.
yes, that counts as 2 right
Yeah.
there. So
Caleb is good. Once again,
Caleb
very
is-
agile for someone of his size.
yes, Caleb is good. He's just like, and,
You said we can roll what? Clever?
move.
I can-
Yes, move carefully or cleverly.
Okay, I think cleverly is better for me. Okay, so that would be. So I need to get under. Oh, okay. Fuck yeah! I got a 6 and a 1.
You're doing spectacular.
After I just tripped over debris
Yeah.
and spilled spaghetti from my pockets.
Yeah, you were caught off guard. You weren't expecting Ryder to just disappear like that.
Behind.
Doesn't he understand 3, 2, 1?
Yes. Yeah. I would say, Elizabeth, you sort of just go for it, and you actually put Caleb through his paces, as you are maybe tapping into something that you repressed from your youth when
Before
And-
the accident.
yes, before the accident. And you're just like leaping from building to building, getting closer and closer to the hound pits.
I imagine that this site would give Misha a fucking heart attack right now, considering that Elizabeth fell and cracked her head like Humpty Dumpty, essentially.
Yeah.
She's having a great time.
Yeah,
Wow.
she's living her best life.
Like, this is so freeing. Just like that. That's exactly how she says it. This is
Yeah.
so freeing.
And so, Kat, what did you get?
I got 2 6s.
2 6s. Okay.
My pool for that is 11. So
Okay, yeah. So you're keeping pace with Caleb, and Elizabeth is just like running ahead of both of you. Honestly, displaying feats you never would have expected from her, quite frankly.
it's that extra arm. It gives her more balance.
Yeah.
Something has been recalibrated.
Yeah. It's like some things just make sense now. And before you know it, Elizabeth, you are on top of the Hound Pits pub with Caleb and Kat very quickly behind.
All right. It seems like we've made it. So we need to figure out. We need to wait for Ryder.
Yeah.
He went through the building, but he disappeared so fast.
Yeah.
I tried to follow and I tripped. There was the shit you knocked off the roof.
It's an old building. Sometimes they do that.
But yeah, so I don't know what path we took, but we should probably just quietly wait and see if we can suss him out.
Yeah. And Ryder, you have made your way to just outside an apartment building immediately across from the Hound Pits pub. You can see the You can see the front door to the pub itself, and you can see the road sort of like bend and like lead down to another sort of like tall, towering like building at the end of the road. And you can also sort of like see a little glimpse of the river itself from your current position. And there's a sort of like a raised ledge about maybe like 3 feet high that you could duck under to sort of like keep out of sight. And
Okay, can I see anyone in the building?
from this from this perspective, it's a little difficult to see if anyone's in the building with sort of just like how dirty the windows are, but but you can sort of like hear the other people sort of like down the road, and you can't make out what they're saying, but it sounds like they're sort of like slowly making their way back. And you do see what looks to be at least 2 people sort of farther down towards that like towering building. You can see at least 2 people wandering around over there. So you know there's at least 4 people here. If there's anybody in the building, you don't know at this exact moment in time.
Well, I can remember, is there a back? There should be a back door to the building, which was used to get into the docks.
Yes, there is a back door to the building, yes.
Okay, I'll sneak around the building and try to get to that door.
Okay. Just because you are much closer to the action, please make me another move quietly roll.
Oh, 1 success.
1 success.
11.
Okay.
Just barely.
Okay.
11 on 11.
All right. Sort of creeping your way around, and is to work your way around the building. And once you get back to that sort of like courtyard area, you know that there's what appears to be sort of like a refinery workshop off to the side, and then there's the back entrance into the pub itself, and then the pub has like its own distillery building immediately next to it. That it looks like the back of that is also currently open. And when you sort of like round the corner, you see what looks like one person sort of like down by the dock, sort of waiting in the skiff, and clocking them, you very like quickly sort of maneuver. Yeah, you very like quickly maneuver out of sight, and it looked like they sort of like looked over in your direction really quickly, but you can't tell if they noticed you.
Okay. Am I anywhere near where the bodies were found? Because I mean, I was there when.
You're not quite there because you're not like at the river. There's a decent distance between the pub and then the riverbank. So you can see sort of like if you peek around the corner, you can see roughly where the bodies were found, like where at the bank they were, but you can't see the exact spot currently. Like you're not close to it.
Okay, and I suppose I've seen the rest of them on top of the roof, or might not be able to.
I would say from your current position, you would not have been able to see that they are on the roof currently.
Is there any cover between me and the person on the boat if I want to get to the place where the bodies are found?
No, it's a pretty open space.
You're going to have to come out of hiding, Ryder.
If you wanted to make your way over to where the bodies were found, you would have to move extremely carefully because it is a very open space. There's at least one person in the immediate area.
Possibly more.
Yeah, yes, possibly more. You know, there's at least two others relatively close by, and 2 others actively heading back in this direction. So you could try. It's just very risky.
Could I potentially try taking like a little glass vial out of my medical bag and like using a little bit of sunlight to like flash at any of the buildings in front of us and to the side?
Sure.
Don't you know have some knockout drugs you can throw at people?
Yeah, don't you just carry chloroform with you everywhere you go? Sure. Make me a Tinker Cleverly roll.
Okay.
Just to see how effective this is.
You got it, boss. All right, let's see. That's an 8 and a 1. Is this underneath what I needed? You said Tinker Cleverly, which is a 9 for me. So together it's 9, but it's an 8 and a 1.
Yeah, so that's 3 successes. And you guys get a momentum.
Yippee!
Yay!
And you sort of just start taking this vial and using the light to sort of just like using it to sort of just focus the light in the immediate area. And Ryder, you do sort of like catch this light sort of like towards the sort of like front entrance, and then sort of just like make its way up and then back. And then let's say you can sort of like look up, and I'd say you'd be able to see Elizabeth's arms sort of just like over the rooftop with this glass vial.
Oh, that's
S
what to drink the drinks.
O S.
Okay,
Who
climb
is
up
this
on the
for?
roof.
I don't know.
It's a mystery.
Jimmy's gonna be so
Probably
confused.
has nothing to do with me. No, climb up to the roof then if I can.
All right, so you're gonna try and climb up to the roof.
Yeah.
Okay, make me a move carefully or cleverly roll.
This is a 6. No, it's 16. 1 success.
All right, and did you do cleverly or carefully?
I did carefully.
Carefully, okay. Sort of climb and sort of like as you are just about to reach the top, you part of it the handhold breaks off, and you feel yourself start falling backwards. Does anybody do anything?
Is this on our building?
Yes, this is yes, he had made it to the top, and where he held broke off, and he is now falling backwards.
Cat's gonna want to try and grab him, and
Okay.
hopefully not go over too.
Okay,
I will grab a hold of Cat.
Okay.
So you see all of us now come tumbling down this long chain.
I'd say
pointing and laughing.
yes, I'd say Cat, make me a move boldly roll, and Elizaveta, make me a survive forcefully roll.
Survive forcefully is really nuts. Oh no. It's like that.
So momentum gives an extra die, yeah.
You can spend it to get an extra die. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything I can do, unfortunately.
No, you're kind of just at the whim of fate currently.
Try to
May I
spread
ask,
flat. So that-
if Elizaveta does this, and wants to try and do this cleverly, can she try and anchor Cat from going forward by bracing her feet against the edge of the top of the building?
Sure, I will
that
allow.
is just-
Sure, I will allow survive cleverly.
Okay.
Your brace against the edge we just broke off, so I'm not sure how clever that is.
I'm so scared. Okay. Is there a way for me to roll more dice? Is that? Oh, do I have to use momentum for that?
Momentum,
Or no?
yep. And if we're out of momentum, then you can give Aloysius chaos to do the same thing.
Okay. How much momentum do we still have?
I should have 2, I believe.
And
Yeah,
I
think we
used
do have-
one already.
How much would I need to spend to be able to add more to this roll?
1 momentum gets you 1 die. 3
Mhm.
momentum gets you 2 dice. 6 momentum gets you 3 dice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to roll 1 more. So I will
I'm
use
sorry, Ryder.
We probably should have just been like, Caleb, quick! Wait! Probably a little bit more suited to saving Ryder safely.
Probably, but
Just thinking now. Okay, so that is 2 successes.
Okay. And Kat, what did you get?
13, 13, 14.
oh,
So nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing. Okay.
Which is why I said sorry, Ryder.
Bye.
Yeah, I
many-
would say. Yeah, I would say.
Would you
Kat,
like to
you-
spend a void point to
Wait,
re-roll
wait.
that?
Yeah.
Well, okay, you
Yes.
could do that too.
So what happens if I'm out of void points, or do they refill every session?
They refill. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Okay.
Don't they?
You get
don't they
1
refill?
every session, up
Yeah,
to
so
a
you get
maximum
Yeah.
of 3.
Yeah, so you have 1 definitively every session, and then there are other factors
Unless you have,
that
like, a-
can give you
yeah.
more.
So I will spend a void point to reroll how many?
All of them.
All of them? Okay.
Any number of them.
Well, it's a little better.
It would have
That's
to be.
really scary that you said
Define,
it this way.
define little better.
You only
here.
get
Yeah.
1 success.
So my pool is 10, and I got a 6, a 13, and a 20.
Oh.
Okay.
It's a little better
Uh,
and a little worse.
Right,
It
exactly.
is a little better, and it is a little worse.
My dice are not happy this week.
no.
Um,
What do you do to them?
Well,
Swear to God, I pissed off a forest switch somewhere
gosh.
in a previous life.
time
And-
to open door 3 to see what those consequences are.
Yep, and so Ryder, you
If I may
Hold on.
impose. Okay,
Yes.
just a second. Just a second.
okay?
As you're doing
Okay,
this,
okay.
like I don't know what the total amount of successes we need in order to pull this off, but if you need another one, I did actually have Caleb roll. He was going to hell, and I
Oh,
did
no,
get
by all
one
means.
success. You know, I did get one success
Okay.
for
Okay,
survival.
And okay, and
cleverly. So
okay,
yeah.
so you're helping Anchor then.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
helping
he's doing
Elizaveta?
basically the same thing that Elizaveta is doing because he's kind of a good survivalist. So he
Okay,
knows
so it's like
exactly
a
what
so
he's
it's like a
doing.
daisy chain going
yeah,
on.
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah, exactly.
Um,
This is a
This looks
human
fucking
daisy
wild.
chain
Link
here.
back
Yeah.
to some stovepipe or
Yeah.
something, you know.
And so what happens is Ryder, you fall backwards.
Yeah.
Cat reaches forward instinctually, grabs Ryder. You grab each other's arms. Cat is ripped off the building and and immediately starts falling after him. Elizaveta grabs onto Cat and anchors herself, and maybe it's her newfound arm giving her that equilibrium. But she manages to anchor herself and is barely holding on to both of you as Caleb runs forward, grabs Elizaveta, and starts just holding her into
Yeah.
place. As Ryder and Cat are just dangling off
Dangling.
this building. and all of you hear from off to the side.
Oh my god.
Hey, what are you doing? And both Cat and Ryder looks over and sees the two guards that were the two city watch officers who were over by the like tower-like building, running over to you guys.
We are a troop of traveling acrobats. We just practice.
God. Okay. Okay,
Traveling troop.
as quickly as we can on 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to pull as hard as we fucking can. 3, 2, 1.
He's confused now because you didn't count in order. So
She did that. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1, and on 1. 3, 2, 1. Pull.
he's like, he's confused. So
All right.
He'll do what he can. Yeah.
Okay, then in this case, I'm going to need both of you to move forcefully.
Is there a window I can swing into?
They're all going to die.
You can certainly try. Ryder, if you would like to, you can try and move cleverly to maneuver yourself into a window.
Okay.
I got 1 success.
I got 1 success as well.
I got 1 success as well.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Cat's just dangling.
Woof.
Listen,
Wow.
He
I
was
was say,
doing the best he can here.
Yes, I would say between Yelizaveta and Caleb, you sort of like managed to pull Kat up a little bit. Still not quite enough to be able to pull her back up onto the rooftop, but she's at least a little more stable now. And
You got to engage your core girl.
yes, and
Can I do
Ryder.
a move swiftly to try and get myself the rest of the way?
Yeah, can we
say-
fucking swing them? I don't know.
I was like, sure. And Ryder, you like go to try and maneuver, and you sort of like have it lined up, but then that like sudden movement upward just it just like throws you off a little bit, and you sort of like chicken out being able to swing into the window.
I got a 1 and a 5.
1 and a 5. Hell yeah.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
That's 3 successes then.
Yes. And so you sort of like swing up and is like try and leverage yourself as much as possible. And I'd say Ryder, not Ryder, my apologies. Caleb, you feel someone grab you by the shoulders and start to pull in like an assisting motion.
He's a little bit shocked and surprised about that. You'll turn around and go, what?
You turn around and it is Jacob.
Okay.
Oh,
And you're so surprised you let go.
Right, exactly. Just let go.
Yeah, and then Elizabetta falls over the building.
No more.
there she goes.
and you just hear Caleb just say, "Pull harder." But with that extra boost, and then also Kat just fucking nailing it. Kat sort of like manages to like get pulled up onto the roof. Ryder still just barely dangling off, but at least Kat is firmly on the rooftop now.
Well, I'm trying to climb up the rest of the way.
All right, make me move cleverly.
One success.
All right, I would say with everyone fucking pulling your ass, I'd say that's enough. And you just get pulled up onto the building.
We'll die in the circus. Well, we're more in danger of going to the circus than being in this gang, apparently, because this is real rough.
No. Here's the draw. We're the worst act there, so people pay extra money.
To see us fail.
It's like
A
bets
betting
on
pool.
one of us
Do
is
they
gonna
make it or
die.
do they not?
Who's gonna fall tonight? Put the
Right.
money down now.
I kept imagining Jimmy just like driving past, like, fucking looking out the window,
Keep
like,
on going.
what the shit?
being like, what
Yeah,
the
that's
fuck is
what feels like.
happening right now?
Well, okay.
But yes, so now all of you are firmly
we gotta
on
get
the
off
rooftop.
of the roof.
Yes, I was like, all of you are firmly on the rooftop, and also the City Watch now definitively knows you are here.
We got to get off of this roof. Can we jump to the next roof?
You can
Is there one
try.
close by? I mean, we jumped over here. We were free running, so we could.
Yes, but they didn't know we were up here.
Yeah.
Okay, but they're coming up to this one.
They gotta go get the ladder. Call in the fire brigade to get them to go up there.
Like everyone
Oh,
knows
yeah.
that enemies in games can't free run. That's just not possible.
Do you have a better idea? Are you trying to get into it with the watch? I think that's actually pretty terrible.
Yeah.
No.
I would say let's run for it. They're the watch. I mean, they're not going to bother chasing after us.
Actually, okay. I won't do it. I won't do this yet. Okay. I'll be nice. Okay.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, are there any animals up here?
Any animals up here?
Not anymore. I'm
Make
pretty
me
sure.
make me a study swiftly roll.
Study and swiftly. That is a what? 6 + 4 is 10. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, 1 success.
One success. You sort of notice a couple rats here or there, and then you notice like 1 or 2 birds off in the distance.
Sick. Okay. All right. So, are we going to go back from whence we came, or what do you want to do? Personally, I don't want to be arrested or beaten by cops.
Whatever we're doing, we should do it now.
Yeah, I think we should go
Alright,
back to Skiff.
I think it's maybe time to move cleverly. Careful. What was it to free run? It was
Quickly.
carefully or I guess we would have to be swift about this.
I would say at this point, at this point, I'd say it would be changing from carefully or cleverly to swiftly or boldly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll go on
I'll
for
go
it then.
boldly.
I'm going to go cleverly so as to I guess I'm just trying to more so maneuver so that I can't be seen. So, like my features cannot be seen. And also I don't want to die. That'd suck a little bit. Alright, so let's see. So that
I'm
is
using a void point.
for me. Cleverly is
Okay, I'm
9.
going to use a void point because I just rolled a 16 in the
Let's go. Well, 2 successes. That's as high as I can get, but
Okay.
So
I
glad I
got
used
that-
that
I
void
got that.
point. Also
Is
rolled a
I got
everyone
3
16.
successes for
Is
my,
everybody
on
like
my
just
second roll.
scrambling and leaving? Is that what's happening here? I just have to know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the move is basically just like we've been caught, we're hoofing it now.
Oh my god. Okay.
the guards are coming. You want to fight the? You want to fight the watch?
He wanted to fight the witches.
Yes, he was like, he's like, you think I won't fight the watch? I was ready to fight witches.
I mean, I think it probably impede our ability to work on this thing for your friend. So
You're probably not wrong, but you rolled 2 successes, Elizaveta.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you're just yeah.
I rolled 3 successes.
3 successes,
it's
Ryder.
the
You're
point.
also
Okay.
fucking gone. You're hoofing it.
Yeah.
1 success.
I got my
Okay.
1 success with my void point.
Okay.
I feel like Caleb is like keeping up with Cat, like making sure that Cat gets away because and that's why we're rolling the same here.
Uh-huh. And
Ryder
Yeah,
and Elizabeth just vanish, constantly.
yeah,
in
I would
this
say
game.
Ryder once again a ghost. Just this time more just because of how fast he is than how quiet he is. But he's just gone, bounding across these rooftops, and
Well,
Cat
running from the water.
and Elizabeth not terribly far behind. Caleb and Kat, can I get another roll from both of you, just because you two are lagging behind?
So where's Jacob in all of this?
I'll say Jacob is sort of looks like he's okay. 2 successes. Okay, so yeah, Caleb, you managed to sort of like catch up with Elizabeth, and so, Kat, how many did you get?
I got a 15 and a 12, so nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Sort of like as you so Caleb, you managed to sort of like catch up with Elizabeth, and the two of you sort of like vanish off.
He took his eyes off Cat for 1 second, and then she's like gone.
Yes, across the roof. She's gone, but in a not great way.
Not in a great way.
And sort of you feel Kat, you feel an arm you feel a hand grab you on the arm, and it just says, "Where do you think you're going?"
Apparently the ground.
and basically, and sort of like as you swing around to look at this guy, this guy is getting knocked backwards as he is punched in the face by Jacob. And sort of like seeing as the others are out of sight and this dude's knocked him down very briefly, he sort of like looks around really quick. He'll sort of just grab you real quick and just like pull you closer to him and says, "This will be our little secret." And then he extends his hand out, and you see almost like these tendrils extend out of his hand as he pulls himself further along several rooftops down. And as the two of you land, he's like, "No time for that," and then he just keeps running.
Answers from people doing weird occultic shit. No.
She knew he was the right one to talk to. And Kat's just gonna follow.
And a little bit behind after the first 3 make it to the initial rooftop. A few moments later, Kat and Jacob lag behind.
All right. Do we see any watch on the road below?
On the road below, it looks like they're not immediately down there, but you do see to be what looks like 2 or 3 is sort of like booking it down this way from where the hound pits, from the direction of the hound pits. They're booking it down in your guys' direction.
Could we conceivably make it to the river?
You could conceivably make it before they get here.
But to our skiff or no? Just to the water?
I'll say the skiff is like from where you guys are at. The skiff is pretty much like right at the right where you would be getting to the water. So if you get to the water, you get to the skiff.
Are you just
But they
running
also
back
have
to
a
the
skiff,
skiff?
so we're going to have a skiff chase.
I thought we were here to do something.
Yeah.
We were.
I was like, you were, but then you got caught by the city watch and was like, hell no to that.
We're gonna let that just deter us from like doing anything here. We're running home now, or like
No, we're regrouping to come back
Oh.
a different time.
that feels
maybe-
like running home.
No, it's not.
How much time has passed of the 1.5 hours?
Of the 1.5 hours. Well, it took you probably about like 40 minutes to get down this way. And all of what's transpired happened over maybe a 10-minute time span.
Right.
You are not making it home on time.
It'll be cutting it. It'll be cutting it
It'll be kinda close,
real.
but I'll make it.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I did not tell Dima a time. I just said y'all.
You
have
and no,
2
that was to
hours.
you. That was to you and yourself. That you did not give Dima a time. You were just like,
Heading-
I'll be home tonight at some point.
I
Heading
said,
back
I'll
will
be
be
home by
going with the current, so you'll be okay.
I think Elizabetta is going to say I think that it would be a good idea to not do this today, now that we've alerted the watch. And if we're gonna go, we gotta go now.
Yeah, and I would say you see Jacob is not even talking. He's just climbing down
No,
this
Cat,
building.
Cat's
All right,
following
perfect.
Jacob and just climbing. She didn't even stop once she hit the building. She went down.
Yeah,
All right.
like no.
Let's fucking go.
I got
Sorry,
a 5
Caleb.
and a 12 to climb down.
Caleb will go too. He's just very confused.
Yeah, he's just like, I can't even protest because I can't even talk.
Right. I don't even talk, so I can't protest, but he's just completely confused. It's like, but why did we
Okay.
Yeah,
come here?
yeah, yeah.
Because Cat can't fight.
And so, what did everybody get to scale down the building?
Oh, no.
One
I'm
success.
sorry, what were we rolling for that?
I guess it just depends on how you choose you're getting down this building.
One success.
Probably.
I get 1 success and a 20, so.
I mean, that's
What?
great.
That's just, it seems to be
and a
Ryder's
7.
night tonight.
Yeah.
8 and a 7. Please tell me that I'm under. Let's
It
move.
should be under
It says
because
swiftly.
every
Okay, my move swiftly is 8. I got an 8
Yeah.
and a 7.
I'm just
so I
going
got
to
2
spend a void point. I'm
Yeah.
going to reroll.
Yep, and yeah, Elizabeth, you basically just like Assassin's Creed your way down this building, and just
I'm
like
that new woman.
and just like fucking hit the ground rolling and
Give a
just
girl
run.
an arm, and
run.
suddenly she's
Give it-
Spider-Man.
Yeah,
you
dive
know?
into
She's
it.
so different. She's acting real
Dive into
brand
a circle,
new.
hey.
Yeah, and you just start booking it towards the skiff.
You just
and
hear
you-
Elizabeth under, but can't go to jail. I have responsibilities
Yeah, and-
other than
Yeah.
myself.
and you get to the skiff and you just start it up so when people get you are ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm actually
You
getting
think
to
yourself-
my
take me
void point. I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You
one
think to
success.
yourself, I can do all this with one arm. What can I do with one or more other arms?
Exactly.
You know, I just keep adding
She's
arms.
like, why even stop here? We can
Right,
go
exactly. Why
more."
stop
Like,
here? I'm
just
already
like I could,
practically
just
superhuman.
like I could have 6 arms.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't know.
Why stop there? Just be this ball of arms rolling around.
Yeah,
I have special arms for different occasions.
yeah,
Become like Monaco.
yeah. Okay, so Kat, you have 1 success. Caleb, what did you get? 1 success. That's what I thought. And Ryder.
I got 2 on my void point. So.
2. Okay. You are about to eat shit, and then you just rapid recover mid-air as you hit the ground, rolling and
Like a
run-
cat.
and run for the skiff.
We've all seen cats do this, where they like take a tumble or something. It looks like it's going to go really bad, and then all of a sudden they manage to somehow land it.
Mhm.
I wish I knew what that looked like. My cats don't even land on their feet.
They're just like, let's land fully on our side.
And they look so scared. They're like, I have no clue what's happening.
So Elizabeth and Ryder, you just book it. Caleb and Kat are lagging a little bit behind, but
Normal people,
not normal people.
Ninjas,
Yes,
you know.
Yes, they managed to make it to the skiff. So everyone gets into the skiff sort of just as the City Watch is like rounding the corner to head in your guys' direction.
I dim the lights if there are lights on this skiff.
No, not really. No.
Good.
Yep.
So floor it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're
Yeah.
gone.
All right. So you peel out of there.
Well, peel the skip, so it's like.
Yeah. Yeah. So you wake it out of there. And sure, making your way back towards the waterfront.
It's okay, we'll figure it out. Maybe we need to try the approach on land next time. We can schedule some actual time for tomorrow. Yeah, Elizabeth takes us right on back to where we started.
Jimmy on the way?
Do we see who?
Jimmy.
Oh, and we do the little drive by, and we're like,
I say, make me a study carefully roll.
Jimmy's looking at us like, I'm on a one-way. What are y'all doing? You could have told me something.
One success. No.
One success. You don't know a lot of people who operate pedicabs in Dunwall. So when you see them, they kind of stand out. And maybe about 10 minutes into the skiff ride back to where you came from, you sort of like look over and you can just barely see a guy on a pedicab just cycling away in the direction of the Hound Pits pub.
Looks like the right
I
color.
shout to Jimmy. I don't know if you'll hear me, but and waving. Hey, Jimmy.
Jimmy gets there. There's no sign of the watch. Where is everybody?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, you get there easily half an hour, 45 minutes after all of this has transpired, and there is no one. So by the time that Jimmy gets to the Hound Pits, you all are already back at the waterfront.
But now Jimmy can investigate because there's no watch. It's fine. They're
Until
looking
they
for
come back.
us. True.
It was all part of our plan.
You were the distraction. See,
Just
Caleb,
cause a
this is what you call a
massive
pincer
scene.
attack. Essentially, not really. It's not a pincer attack at all.
5 go there, 6 leave.
You were spawning members.
It's like, what is happening?
Don't you know Kat just keeps men in her pocket?
And the occasional woman.
Yeah.
All right.
But you make it back to the waterfront.
Yep. I parked this bad boy, put it in reverse, spin it, perfectly slot in to the dock.
As you
Did
do.
you drift it?
Yeah, I'm real gentle. I'm real gentle with her.
And you
And then
see,
essentially, as soon as I do that, I don't care who's there. I'm just like, we'll touch base later, or they'll tell you something. I actually need to go and do something really badly, so I'm excusing myself. Goodbye.
all right, so you get back immediately. Peace out. I was like, Roxy's walking down the dock, just breeze right by her, and and she like walks up to all of you and says, "Okay, so you lost a guy and then you gained another one. Hello again, by the way. And also, in the grand scheme of things, you guys were not gone that long.
There were complications.
The watch is there.
Well, I can't say I'm super surprised by that." And Jacob sort of pipes in and says, "You were there because she sent you there?" And and then Roxy chimes in and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! I didn't make them go there. That was their first course of action, was to go there.
No,
I wasn't.
it was...
To be fair, I wasn't against it, but I did give them a heads up.
It was more of a try and figure out whether it was intergang violence starting up or a third party making it look like it." As Caleb starts inching away because he knows what happened.
It's like, "You're never gonna get anything from me," literally, because I can't even talk. But I'm a perfect interrogation subject. Jacob just says, "So that's what this is about." And she's like, "I'm sure you can agree that, you know, gangs fighting each other when all of us, I know you guys are faring better than most, but all of us are in some hot water, and we don't need any more attention from the City Watch than necessary." And Jacob says, "I can certainly agree with that."
So wait, Jacob, why were you there?
And he sort of like looks.
I'm grateful, but
Yes, yeah. He sort of like looks over at Kat and then looks back to Ryder and says, "After hearing about it, I wanted to go try and look into some things for myself. So," and then he looks to Roxy and says, "So I guess it's a good thing we seem to be of like minds on this one." And then she just says, "Guess so. Serendipity." And Jacob sort of look at the rest of you and say, "We can all meet up to talk about this later, but I think we should lay low after what just happened."
Not going to disagree.
Glad to hear it. I suppose we'll talk later then. And he starts walking off. And then Roxy sort of like watches him walk off and turns back to the rest of you who are still here and says, "Well, glad we're all on the same page, I guess. Makes things easier."
Yes.
yeah.
Well, I guess I'll let all of you skedaddle while I keep on keeping on.
Kat's gonna find her contact again and slip him a little bit of money just for him on her way out.
He just gives a nod and pockets it.
She's gonna see who wants to be dropped off where.
Caleb will just, I mean, he'll just want to go back to where he was, back to the place he was staying. So, yeah.
She can definitely drop him off.
It was an entertaining evening. He's not quite sure what they accomplished, but it was an entertaining evening.
Well, they figured out what they had started with guard-wise bare minimum, and they can possibly double that.
Right, exactly. They tried to make the situation better. They've only made it worse.
Just like, we got this, guys. We don't got it. We don't got this.
Yeah, all the guards are even more suspicious now. There's twice the guard presence.
Yeah, just like some shit's going on. What could it be?
In the face.
Those darn gangs are at it again.
No.
It's like, I thought we were done with this. But so you all head on out and go about your various ways. People get dropped off. Chaos continues to build, where we will end it tonight.
We have one more episode, right?
Yeah, we got two more.
At this rate, I'm sure we'll
We'll get it done in season 3.
Yeah. Whenever that happens. But until then, thanks for watching and good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.